Hi guys, how you doing? And welcome to today's pick a card reading. Is your favorite? Here's current thoughts. I hope you're doing great today. Remember, this reading is general. It is intuitive as well, so some of the messages may not resonate. Take whatever does, leave what doesn't. Okay guys, welcome to anyone new, welcome back to anyone returning. If you'd like a private reading with me, check the description below. And also, don't forget, I do post on Instagram and TikTok daily. So again, well, nearly every day. And very occasionally, I take a Sunday off. But yeah, you can check out the handles in the description below for that. Okay, guys, let's get on with it. Here's current thoughts. So popular, this reading. His current thoughts. Right, what's he thinking this week? Let's find out. It's like a weekly update now because I do one every week. So his current thoughts, very much at this moment. Of course, it's timeless. So if you've happened upon this at another time, it's fine. Justice, the Hermit, Queen of Cups, King of Coins. Retreat. Well-deserved reward. This is 9 of Coins. Hang on. So his current thoughts, he's trying to do the right thing. Justice. He's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to make the right choice. He's retreating from you. He either has retreated or is currently retreating from you. Or if he hasn't, if he's not, they're saying the reason he did in the past is because he's trying to do the right thing. So any stepping away is not because he doesn't care. I see that for sure. It's not that he doesn't care. This camera's not straight. It's annoying me. There we go. It's not that he doesn't care. He's trying to be wise. The Hermit, he's going within. He's stepping away. He's trying to make the right choice. He's trying to do the right thing. He may be under pressure from a legal or a family situation. There could be some sort of other relationship going on or some other situation that he is legally bound to or bound to in some sort of way that's kind of like a quasi law, like some sort of commitment, and that's what caused the retreat. He's probably stuck in a rut with the well-deserved reward, although this card has a positive name. In my readings, generally at the moment, the 9 of Coins is kind of like getting in a comfort zone, getting a bit stuck. But he also does demonstrate that there's a lot of abundance around you. His thoughts about you are good. But his current thoughts are that he has to do the right thing. He has to withdraw and retreat. Or that's what he did. That's his justification. I have to try and do the right thing. Maybe to you it seems wildly the wrong thing. But he was trying to do the right thing. His current thoughts are that he needs to withdraw. That he needs to find himself, connect with himself, understand the situation better. His current thoughts may be that you are emotionally reactive for a few of you, but on the whole, it's that he sees you as a loving partner. The Queen of Cups, he sees you as deep and maternal and emotional in a good way. For most of you, it's that he sees you emotionally balanced. However, some of you, just 1 or 2 of you, they're saying if he said, oh, he's finding you emotionally reactive, or if you have been emotionally reactive and have been a bit crazy or anything like that. I don't mean that in a sweet way, in a fun way. I don't mean it in a serious way. But, if you've lost it with him lately, that's probably what's caused the retreat, which is kind of a no-brainer, really. But his thoughts are that if just a couple of you that you've maybe kind of really lost it with him or lost your temper with him or being very, very reactive emotionally, and that's what's caused the retreat because he's trying to kind of gain some balance. So for 1 or 2 of you, that's the message. For the majority of you, it's that he finds you very loving and emotionally balanced, and but there's a kind of divide in him because he's trying to do the right thing. Because you got the Queen of Cups and the King of Coins, I feel like you're both feeling, like he's feeling the same for you as you're feeling for him. There's a balance here with the Queen and King because there's a maturity, and there's a match here because you're next to each other in the reading. But there's the Cups and Coins. So to me, this is suggesting that things aren't quite in alignment yet. He is thinking more practically. You're thinking more emotionally. You're thinking more spiritually. He's thinking more realistically. That's how it feels to me. The King of Coins, there's a lot of abundance here. His thoughts towards you are bountiful, good, positive, but he may be committed elsewhere. I see this because the King of Coins is a husband energy, so it could be that he's committed elsewhere. He's got a lot of abundance towards you. He's got a lot of respect for you, but there's affection here, I think. But and anything he's told you is genuine, I think, on the whole. Obviously, it's not going to be the case for every single one of you, so do listen to your intuition. But he's trying to do the right thing. But for some of them, because he's presented as a coin energy, doesn't mean he has to be a coin or an earth energy. But he's kind of being glacial, slow, or a little bit stuck with his energy. So that could be the case as well. But there is an abundance here. But ultimately, he's withdrawing, or he withdrew because he's trying to be fair, to be just, to be right, to do the right thing. Whether you think that is the case or not, whether you think it was the right thing to do or not, that is what he's trying to do. It's possible he's just repeating an old pattern though. But actually the time apart, or the distance that he sometimes creates with you or has created with you, could help him to find himself, which is a bonus and a positive. So I hope this makes sense. Loads of love, guys. I'll see you on the next reading, or in a private reading in the meantime. See you soon. Hi group 2, how are you doing? So this is his current thoughts. We got the Tower, the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, take the lead, manifest. There's a lot of fear in him. Wow, a lot of fear. He wants to take charge of the situation, but he's out of control of the situation. He is going to regain control of the situation in the future. The Tower suggests that something disastrous has happened in his life. He feels really chaotic. He feels really messed up. It's possible he's had a massive trauma, disappointment, issue. It could be an internal one. It may be something that's happened in his life. But his thoughts are that he feels completely disrupted. Something has really gone chaotic in his life. He feels with the 9 of Wands like he is somehow... he feels battered by this old situation, or by this thing that's happened, this Tower situation. But the Tower is a blessing in disguise. An illusion has been rumbled. You know, he's had the blindfold taken off, although he is refusing to see it somewhat. But he will get in control of himself again and the situation again. But it's kind of thrown him through a loop, you know. 9 of Wands is saying that he's struggling. He's finding it hard to keep going. He feels battered by what's happened, or in a difficult situation because of what's happened to him. This could have been an old relationship ending or a divorce. For the majority of you, it's something that's happening now to him. But for some of you, it's a historical thing that he can't let go of. So he's like replaying it like a film in his head or in his body somehow. You know, the pattern hasn't left. The 9 of Wands says, though, that he's closer to some sort of realization than maybe he realizes, and definitely more than you realize. He can do it, but he's got to dig deep. He's got to dig deep. But he does already have everything he needs to do it. With the Manifest card, this is the Magician. He does have everything he needs to be successful, to move beyond, to get through this. The 5 of Swords says, though, he's got to do it a different way. He's got to let go of fear. He is very afraid. His current thoughts, he's very afraid. He's trying to make an old situation work. He's trying to make something that doesn't work. 5 of Swords. He's trying to make something that isn't right for him right. He's trying to make something that doesn't work, that has proved historically to not work for him, and he's just continuing. The 8 of Swords, this is why the Tower is stepping in, because the Tower is coming to break this old pattern. The 8 of Swords, though, is saying he's very afraid. Most of it is self-imposed fear. You know, it's his own worries, his own irrationality about the situation. He needs to take charge of his life. He wants to take charge of his life, but he feels out of control at the minute. What they're saying is he feels out of control, but the Manifest card here says that he does have everything he needs. and that deep down he knows he can solve the situation. It's just at the minute he's still reeling from this tower moment, whatever it was. It's helping him to break these old patterns, though, to take charge of his life and to manifest the situation he really wants. So he is thinking that if he can just get through this time and change the way he does things, that he will be able to get more of what he wants in his life. So it's a very traumatic time for him in a way, or it could, for some of you, it's not that it's a big deal. It's an internal shift. But some sort of shift is happening, and it's already starting to help him see that he can get his life sorted, that he can do something different, that he can manifest the situation he wants. Hope this makes sense. Loads of love, guys. I'll see you on the next reading or private reading. In the meantime, see you soon. Hi, Group 3. How are you doing? So this is his current thoughts. Yeah, I was doubting myself there for a minute. We got the 2 of coins, the 4 of wands, the 4 of swords. Interesting. Page of cups. We've got take the lead and speak up. Okay, so his current thoughts. He's overwhelmed. He's stressed out. He's overwhelmed and stressed out, but there's good as well. Okay? So his current thoughts are that he's juggling a situation. You may be in a complicated situation where he has another partner. There's a marriage or a relationship situation here. For some of you, that's you and him. For some of you, it's him and somebody else. He's overwhelmed. He's trying to manage. He doesn't feel like he's got everything. He doesn't feel like he's got enough at the minute, but actually he's okay. And this stressful time will pass. His current thoughts are that he is committed to something. I feel this with the 4 of wands. It feels like a stable commitment. It could be to you. It could be to someone else. I think towards you there's prosperity, though, because I think that even if this card represents another marriage or another relationship, the 4 of wands says that he feels some sort of prosperity, possibility and positivity with you. But he's stressed out. 4 of swords, he's not doing anything at the minute. He's taking a break. He could have withdrawn. He needs a break. He needs to recalibrate, reconnect with himself. He feels disconnected. He feels kind of strung out at the minute. It could be because of these 2 cards flanking the 4 of wands. It might be that he actually feels that the relationship is stressing him out. Either your relationship with him or this other relationship. Either way, if it's with you, obviously check in with yourself. If you feel like you've put him, you know, like under stress, well, of course, then maybe course correct. But for the majority of you, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just he has put himself in this situation. So, for example, he may be in a relationship with someone else and he feels stressed by the whole situation, you know. So don't blame yourself if he feels stressed about your relationship. He needs to reconnect and sort his priorities. That's how it feels to me. You know, he needs to decide what he's doing, get some priority. His thoughts with the Page of Cups, there's a sort of a puppy love and maybe a dreaming kind of fantasy love here. For some of you, it's that this person's got their head in the clouds, but generally this is a card of a good omen card. You know, his thoughts are that maybe this is an opportunity for him. Yes, it's maybe a bit of a fantasy, but maybe it could be something. Maybe it could go somewhere. Maybe we could build something here, you know, but it requires really an open mind and an open heart. It really requires to do something different. Speak up is a metaphor for being authentic, saying what you really mean, moving beyond the old. He's got to take the lead. He's got to take charge. He's got to create. The 3s are connected to the Empress, to this creation, to this new energy. The wands are about fire and passion. He has to speak up for himself. He has to take charge. He has to move out of the old. At the minute, he's still trying to reconnect. He feels strung out. But ultimately, it's going to require him to do this. I think he feels like the opportunity isn't here yet, but he feels it will come in the near future. But yeah, he wants to take the lead, but he is going to have to speak up for himself. And I think he knows that, but whether he can do it, whether he can shift beyond the old patterns, Only time will tell, but he thinks the opportunity will come in the near future. So there are his current thoughts. Hope this makes sense. Loads of love. I'll see you on the next reading, on a private reading. In the meantime, see you soon, guys. Bye.